Hi, my name is Michael Russ. I'm the author of the international best-selling book, Zero Adversity, and the founder of Zero Adversity Training, which actually allows me in a live setting to not only reveal the 3 steps I put forth in the book, but it gives me an opportunity to demonstrate those 3 steps in action with people in the audience. And I love it. It's my mission in life to help people mitigate adversity, to take it and just let it roll off from like water off a duck's back, and so they can maintain their time and energy and attitude and keep them moving in a positive direction in life. When you do that, you become more resilient. You actually maintain more joy and happiness in your life for what you're doing, whatever that may be, from being a homemaker and a mother to someone who's in a Fortune 500 company in a very high-powered position. It doesn't really matter. You could be unemployed, same thing. You're going to face issues, challenges, unfortunate or misfortunate events. And what I present is a formula for dealing with them, a very simple, very practical formula. So in the book, that's what I present. Now, I want to use this moment with you to train and help you understand how to use zero adversity in a real life situation. You know, there's a gentleman, a young man, who's at a school of music, and he's a violinist. Very talented young man, and he's read Zero Adversity already. He's been using the process to help him mitigate those circumstances that would get in the way of his focus and attention when he was practicing for an audition or studying for an exam. And so when I heard that he had been passed over for advancement as a violinist, I knew how he felt. Because we've all been passed over at one particular point in time. Somebody else got something we thought we should have had. And the whole idea here is, what I told him, it's not what happens, but how you handle what happens. Zero adversity is a process for handling what happens. It puts you in control with clarity and focus and creativity and inspiration. And it helps you refocus and redirect your attention away from the negative feelings and emotions, the anger, resentment, bitterness. Why didn't I get that? I should have gotten that. Getting out on Facebook and Twitter and social media and saying, hey, you know, I should have done this, having a big pity party. That's not what it's all about. For him, I said, look, there are 2 things that you have to remember. Number 1, in order to let go of this event, you need to follow step 1. Perceive. Step 1. You need to perceive this event in a way that's positive or simply neutral. This is something you can choose. You cannot control what another human being thinks, says, or does. Never going to be able to. You might, as hard as you try, your energy and efforts will be misdirected. So, in this particular case, you do have control over what you think, say, and do. So, that's perception. You can perceive this event any way that you want. Why not perceive it as just a thing that's happened, just a missing of a step on a stepping stone on the path to where you really want to be, where you see yourself going. The second thing, response. You have a choice as to how to respond. How to respond. And you want to respond successfully. In the book I teach, perceive, respond. And if you do these in a successful way, you'll let go. You'll be able to let go of the event much more quickly and go ahead. So what Zero Adversity is about is redirecting your time and energy and attitude. These are your most precious assets in the world. Time, energy, attitude, state of mind, right? Positive state of mind is an incredible thing, and it can take you places. Negative state of mind, it'll hold you back. It'll inhibit you from moving forward. And it affects every aspect of your being, from your tone of your voice to the body language to the way that you approach people, the impression that you give people, the silent impression. Right, very important. So, for this young man, I said, simply see the event as the event. What's step 2? Respond. How can you respond positively to this event? You cannot change the outcome. It's already occurred. What you can do is go back to the teachers that were on the panel, and you can ask each one of them individually what you could do better to improve so that next time there would be a different outcome. This is something they will appreciate, number 1, because most students don't think to do this. Most people don't think to do that. Whenever you are in a situation where you can actually go back and ask these questions, you want to do it. Why? Because what it does is it gives you a plan for moving forward. It helps you take control of your situation, and that's what you want to do when adversity strikes. You want to take control. You just don't want to sit back and take the diagnosis and lie down and that's it. It's all over. It's just the beginning. You can take control of your life. And that's what Zero Adversity helps you do. It just gives you a formula, right? It's very simple, very practical. You don't have to change anything in your life. You don't have to give up something. You don't have to go turn around and change a whole bunch of things about your life, rearrange your diet and rearrange your exercise and where you live and all of that. No, this is a change of perception, number one, and the way you respond, number two. If you do those two things right, you get to let go and move on in a positive direction. And what Zero Adversity does is help give you a structure for dealing with an event. And for him, he did. Redirect that energy and attitude. That instead of having the pity party, the self-loathing, the beating himself up, that time and energy you don't want to waste. You want to immediately take control and redirect that energy towards what you can actually affect going forward. It doesn't matter what the situation is, whether you're an actor and get rejected for a role. It just happens. It's part of the business. It doesn't mean you're bad at what you do. It doesn't mean you're a terrible person. It doesn't mean any of that. What it means is that somebody else had an idea. Something was beyond your control. All you can do is be here doing what you do. I play a lot of golf, so I tell golfers all the time, as part of training, you can't control the outcome beyond what you do right here. If you do everything right here, you'll have the result you want out there. And you have to trust it. You have to trust it. You have to have that faith before evidence that things will work out the way that they should. And if they don't, that's not a bad thing either, because we have to remain open to the fact that things will evolve and transform in a different way. Because every day we're ingesting new information. We're being made aware of new information. And that new information changes the way we think. It changes our attitude about things, and it gives us an opportunity to move forward in a different way. Goals do change and transform and evolve. They do. That path that you're on, whose stepping stone you just missed because you were rejected, that path will still be there for you if you want it. Again, that's within your control as well. I really want to thank you for joining me. That's it for this Zero Adversity training. Just remember one thing. You have a choice about how to perceive what's going on. Second thing I want to remember is that you can respond in a positive way. I outline in this my book, obviously, and in my training. Love to get before you live and show you the energy and the dynamics around something so incredibly practical and simple. Now, you can reach me at michaeljruss.com. My email is there for you, my contact information. Check it out. Check out Zero Adversity Training. First, check out the book. It's an awesome piece of work. It's available as an ebook, as an audio CD if you like to listen, and as a paperback if you like to read something solid, actual in your hands. I really appreciate your time and your courtesy. I'll have more Zero Adversity trainings when I've come across situations where I can really show you how to employ these steps. That's my objective, is to give you tools and show you how to use them. It doesn't require any change in your life. My name is Michael J. Russ. Make your life everything that you want it to be, because it's up to you. It's within your control. Thank you. Bye-bye.